Hey everybody, who dat 3020? Friday afternoon. We're gonna call this part 2 of the W860 rework, rebuild. A little bit of progress since that part 1. Well, actually quite a bit of progress. I'm actually at a stopping point now, somewhat. We'll start off here at the front. Got the front gang completely disassembled, which was a battle. I broke two of the spools that go right here, the 8 3/4 inch spools. I broke them. They were seized up solid on the axle, so I had to shatter them, had to bust them. So these two bearings right here are actually good, so I left them intact. I changed the grease fittings in both of these, and as you can tell, they took grease. I spun them. They have a little bit of slack in them, don't get me wrong, but considering they weren't bad. This spool right here, this bearing was completely seized up. When something's buried in fire ants for about 30 years, there's going to be some damage. And so this is actually the bearing right here. This is the housing, and the housing, as you can see, is rusted bad. The bearing is seized in that housing. I beat on it, I couldn't budge it. Had to cut this bolt off. Wasn't even a nut on this one. So I had to order, of the many things I had to order, but I had to order this housing and the bearing and the snap ring. It's a greasable bearing. John Deere wanted $206 for just the housing. So I got on the internet, a place called Ag West out of California. Had the housing. I got the housing, and Mr. Randy over there, a nice fella, going to press the bearing in for me, put the snap ring in it, completely assemble it for me for less than $206 just for the housing. So got this coming, the housing. I've ordered these new bolts from John Deere. They're pocket change stuff right here. So ordered 2 more spools. They're not going to be exact, but they're 8 3/4 inch spools. That's the main thing, with a 5-inch face. So here was that serial number I was telling y'all about. W860 serial 02, made in Canada. So ordered full blades, full set of blades. I debated on that, what size blades to get, so I went with, this disc calls for 22 or 24 inch blades in the book on the computer. I went with a 20 inch blade. I decided to go with a 20 inch blade. So got the axle all polished up. Axle's ready. So got the 20 inch blade, blades ordered. I've ordered the tires and tubes. They'll be here Tuesday. What I did on this today, changed the fittings out. There's 3 fittings. Everything took grease, so I'm real pleased with that. I got with our hydraulic guy yesterday on my way home from work. I ordered the cylinder. Cylinder's ordered. Hoses, he's just waiting for me to give him a length. So back here, I took one of the blades, stuck it right here. I have 2 new axle nuts ordered. They'll be here. Cleaned these grease fittings. Everything, praise the Lord, they all took grease. So, real happy with that. I had such a struggle getting that axle out of the front and them spools. This has got 2 or 3 spools that are seized up. I'm not even touching this back section. It rolls real good, smooth. It's got this broke outside blade. I'm not even worried about it. So the back's gonna ride. The blades on the back right now, and they're worn down, of course. They're measuring about anywhere from 18 to 19 inches is where they're measuring. So that's why I went with the 20s up front. I'm not here to need no 22, 24 inch blades. I'm not gonna be doing that. So I don't need no big old blade like that. So anyway, that's just trying to think real quick. That's pretty much it. Waiting for everything to come in. So tomorrow, I'm just gonna I'm gonna cut that tire off tomorrow, prep that rim, take my wire wheel on my cordless angle grinder, polish the wheel up on the inside, and get ready for tubes. That tire's still holding there. So, may go ahead and put bearings in this one, or just see, pop the cap off again, see if they just need to be tightened up. So, I believe that's everything. You can tell this disc's done some work, because you can always tell by the pin being worn. So it's worn pretty good, but so it's done some work. But anyway, that's pretty much it. That's the 2 top frame rails there, go across the top. I still got to order some nuts and bolts, 1 inch. A lot of it's 1 inch bolts and stuff, so get all that ordered and get that stuff going. So that's pretty much it. Get back on it here heavy when I get my parts ordered. Get my parts in. Everything's been ordered, so get my parts in. So that's gonna do it. Appreciate y'all watching the series, and I'll post another one here about the early part of next week as stuff starts rolling in. I did get a little package in yesterday, and so probably tomorrow I'll open it up on camera, and we'll see what come in the package. But one other thing real quick before I go, this 3rd wheel, like I was saying, is 1.25 inches inside bearing, 3/4 0.75 outside bearing. If I wanted to put this back together, I did find a hub on a website. That's a 5 lug hub by 4.5 inch bolt pattern, and the measurements are 4 1/8, just like this one. excuse me, like the other hub. And Northern Tool and Equipment has a 9-inch wheel, 6.00 by 9 tire and wheel assembly. Will it be white, but I can take care of that. So if I want to, and I've got one subscriber that may have a tire and wheel, but if not, probably roll like this for a while. But I have located a hub, a new hub and a new wheel. Of course, it'll be 5 lug, but I really don't care about that. So anyway, that's it. Thank y'all. Catch y'all in a few days. Tomorrow. Open the box up tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.